and welcome to part 2. I hope you all found part 1 okay and didn't have any problems. Today we are going to deal with the chain locker, the water tanks and Fireman's passage. So again, nothing too difficult. So we're just going to jump straight into it without any delays. Here we go. Right, so you've got your first section at the front. What you want to do is count down to the 4th deck, and then what we're going to do, we're going to start off by white walling all the way around. As for the door, just put that like central in the middle of your bulkhead. Just fill all this in nice and easy. Obviously I'm using smooth quartz. Feel free to use whatever you want, white concrete or whatever. Okay, so now we'll deal with that. We'll put some shelves in and a bit of storage. It was just like I think it came up as store on the deck plans. So I'll just put some chests and shit in here. Nothing too fantastic. Obviously, as well, make sure you do your lighting. I'm not doing lighting in this ship because, well, the server would start getting really laggy if I put lanterns in the ships as well. That's about it, really. Nothing too special. And then you're just gonna put the deck above it. Here we go. Oh, okay. I did a lantern. Proved myself to be a liar. That's about it though. That's about as far as I'm going to go, I think, with the lanterns. So, now all that's dealt with. Yep, on the other side of the door, if you want to just put the white wall around the door so you can put your sign on, it's up to you. It's just a store. There we go. So that's that sorted now. So then you're going to come all the way down here on this side of the bulkhead. You're going to create this wall over here, so you're going to count the 6th block back. And you're gonna do it similar to how you do your bulkheads, but it's just gonna be a wall. It's not a bulkhead. Feel free to use whatever colour block you want to use, really. Okay, so you're just gonna bring that up by 7. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to fill that in. I apologise for little coughs and things. I've only just really got my voice back from being ill last week. So I did mention feeling unwell in part 1. Well, it got a whole lot worse afterwards, unfortunately. Okay, so now you're just going to fill your walls in. Just follow the shape of the ship. Nice and easy. Yes, and this is where I figured out that I'd marked it wrong because I didn't take into account the wall. But this chain locker is really easy to do, so nothing to worry about. He's going to bring the wall up here as well. And then on the side here. Lovely. Okay, now we're actually going to deal with the chains. I think I do a little boo-boo to start off with, so just bear with. So you're going to want a smooth stone and chains and a grindstone. So you want a line of 3 really. That. And on that side. Okay, and then that chain should be coming through the middle. I take it out here. That dog really needs to shut up. The chain needs to go through the middle, not on the sides like I'm doing here. I'm just being too lazy to cut this bit out, that's all. And then obviously these bits are correct. You just put them on the end blocks and bring them up to the height, I think. Okay, maybe I was completely wrong. Okay, so the chain doesn't run through the middle there, it runs through the middle on the top. Okay. That's my fault for not double checking the footage before I pressed record. Okay, and then 2 grindstones on there. Excuse me. Obviously you might need to crouch as well. Okay, so we got there in the end. I know I totally botched up that explanation, but it is easy enough to see. So you should be fine. And then all you do is fill the decking above. And that is dealt with now. So we're going into the next section in a minute. Okay. And there's going to be a tank in here. I think they were freshwater tanks. They were just labelled as deep tanks on the deck plans, so take from that what you want. I'm not sure exactly. I think if they were freshwater ones. And basically what you're going to do, you're going to fill the whole floor in with it. With a block of iron, sorry. Probably should have told you the block first. So basically this entire section is going to be the tank itself. So you're just going to do that, and then you're going to take it up the walls as well. Or take it up 5 high though, leave a 1 block gap above it. So there should be a gap between the last block and the deck above. And then what you're basically going to do is just fill the whole thing in. Just do it all the way around like that so you don't accidentally take it too high. Then bring it up the walls as well. Just going to have a sip of my coffee because I feel a little bit of a tickle in my throat. Oh, that's lovely. Lovely cup of coffee. Okay, so you just take it up your walls like that. Excuse me. And follow the shape of the ship. Well, I don't know. I mean, you can make it more square if you want. It's really up to you. You know, feel free to have a bit of creativity yourselves. It's more like just a guide, really, than anything else. So once you've done that, you're just gonna fill the top of it in as well. And eventually, I don't think we do it in this part, but eventually we do come back to it, and because there's a large bit of part work that comes down, and I think I do fill it up with water as well. But yeah, this is 1 of 2 done. We've just got another one to go yet in the next section. Don't cover that with your deck just yet, because like I said, we've got a bit of part work that needs to come down into that yet, which doesn't get covered in this part, it's just slightly later on. Excuse me. So you come into the next section and you're just going to repeat the whole thing all over again. Going to fill the floor in and take it up the side of the walls. Nothing too strenuous. And again, you're going to just leave one block gap between the top of it and the deck above. And I do a line all the way around just so that I don't accidentally take it up too high at any point. It's up to you if you want to do the same. Okay, so now it's just a case of filling it all in. Which I think I may just slightly speed this bit up because I'm running out of things to fill these little gaps with. I think this bit might go on a bit too long and I've not really got much I can talk about. So I'll just speed it up a little bit. Okay, so that's that one done now. Lovely. And just to finish off as well, do this in the other one as well. Just do that as well. It's like, I guess you could say part of the wall, I guess. I don't know. It just makes it look a bit more finished, I think. Rather than just leaving the hole and stuff exposed. This makes it look a little more finished. And do it in this one as well. There we go. Lovely. Okay, so now all that is sorted, the next task we're going to be doing is the Fireman's Passage. Or the Fireman's Passage. There's a little staircase as well to deal with. Nothing as bad as the spiral staircase on the Titanic, don't worry. It's quite simple to deal with. Okay, so right now we're facing the back of the ship. So what you want to do is come down to this bulkhead here. Try to find your middle block. Somewhere. I think I do count it in. I think. I hope. I would think that I do. Okay, maybe I don't. Maybe I do. Okay, so it looks like I don't. So you're just going to have to find your middle block, basically. Which shouldn't be too difficult to do. And then once you've got your doorway in, fill the walls up. Like I said, you don't need to use the same colour that I'm using. This is entirely your choice. I just wanted to use something other than white concrete. Because I've used that in almost, well, pretty much all the ships so far, so... And obviously when we get to the decks further up, they'll probably be white concrete, but I just wanted doing something slightly different in the bowels of the ship. So you're going to follow the shape of the wall as well. Bring all of those up. I think I might need another sip of my coffee. I don't want to end up coughing down the mic. Ew, lovely. You can't beat a cup of coffee. Okay, So that's that done. So you're just going to fill the wall in on this side as well. There's no doorway on this side either, so don't worry about a doorway. You literally just fill your wall in for now. So I hope you're all following along okay so far. I do try my best to make it as simple as possible. But let me know if you're having any problems. So for a change, we've actually currently got high temperatures in the UK at the moment, and in true British fashion, we do nothing but complain about it. We complain when we've got the rubbish weather, and then we complain when we've got the hot weather because we can't deal with it. Because most buildings in the UK and houses don't have air conditioning, so all we tend to do is complain about it when we do get it, so can't win. So that's what you've got now. It's all filled in nicely. So, next. What are we dealing with next? Probably the staircase. So, looks like you need to find your middle block, and then the second deck down on that bulkhead. From the middle block you need to go 2 left, 6 back, 4 to the right, and then take that back through there. Okay, now turn around and you're going to put your first step in the middle there, then another step down, well, full block, and then a step, and then a full block under that, and then a step, and then a step again. So you should have 4 steps altogether, and then you're going to do 3 full blocks here. Okay. Then you're going to bring your steps down again. Just bring them down by 4. And then just, you can put full blocks under there if you like. These bits are, I think, pretty much going to get covered up anyway. So you're just going to do the same again on this side. 4 blocks, well, 4 steps down. Okay. So you've got that now. Then you're just going to fill the middle in with full blocks where you can. Okay, and then in between them 2 steps there, you're just going to take it up there as well. Excuse me, and that is pretty much the staircase in now. I told you it was a lot simpler than Titanic's. And then you can use your grey block or whatever colour you're using. Just do the first 3 blocks from the top. Okay, so as for the actual passage, so it's second block to the left and the right, place 1 block down, leave a gap for a door, and then you're just going to run it all the way down towards the wall on both sides. And then take it all the way up to the deck above, if I can actually speak. Fill it in there as well. And the same again on this side. And you're just going to fill the rest in as well. Don't forget to leave your gaps for your doors, because there is going to be a bit of cargo through here. So I'm trying to not leave as much dead space in my ships as I did with Titanic. On the Titanic we left those spaces to the sides empty. I don't know if they actually had anything in it, but I think this one was actually showing us having some cargo. So that's your staircase done, and the first part of the Fireman's passage. You should have something like that. I think I do put the grey in here as well, just to finish it off a bit. Looks a bit better. Okay, so in these side bits here, you're just going to put cargo, so it's chests and stuff like that. You can make it look all pretty and stuff. So just some chests and barrels and whatever looks like storage, basically. You can probably do some nice lighting in here as well. Lighting isn't really something I'm going to be covering in the tutorials. And it's just the same again on this side. Cargo. Nothing too fancy. You can probably make it look a whole lot better than what I've just done. I'll just putting some things down to just, just show, it really is just cargo through there and nothing else. So that's that first one dealt with. Okay, so now we're just going to deal with some doors and stuff before we move on. So we're just going to come down here, plonk a door down, and you can either use pressure plates or a lever. It's up to you. Lever, lever, whatever you call them. And the same through there as well. Just plonk a door on. Or you could just use normal doors, it's up to you. I do wish they'd add more variety when it came to metal doors. There has just been an update, and there was some new doors, but nothing that we could really use, to be honest, that make it look like metal doors. Here I go again with the lanterns after saying I don't deal with lighting. I guess I'm just full of shit. Okay, so looks like, yes, we're ready for the ceiling going on. So that's all dealt with now, and obviously once you've put the deck above in, you can properly sort your lighting then, I guess. As you can see, I've gotten much better with World Edit, considering before I could barely properly do a count with the with the axe, and now I'm filling stuff in. So I'm getting there. My voice keeps trying to go on me, so I do apologise for that. It's not 100% at the minute. That's why I've had to put it off, because I should have recorded this last week, but I didn't have a chance because my voice pretty much went. So yes, that's that. And this is what it looks like down here. Maybe put a lantern there as well. And then you can do your lighting now that you've got your ceiling in. There I go with the lighting I said I wasn't going to deal with. I've got that much going on right now, I can't remember what I have done and what I haven't done. That's the thing to having two ships on the go at the same time, I guess. Okay, so we should be ready to deal with the next part of the Fireman's Passage, which obviously is a hell of a lot simpler because there's no staircase to deal with this time. Okay, so directly through the middle, you want a doorway again, and you're just going to fill your walls in. Excuse me. I'm very sorry about all the coughing and stuff in this video, but I have to get it done because it's currently Wednesday and I need to release this on Friday, so I have to get it done whether my voice is 100% or not. And I've run out of coffee, so that doesn't help. I need to go and make a fresh brew. Currently got nothing to drink when I have a tickle in my throat. So looking a little bit further ahead in the video, it looks like I fill this wall in, and then before continuing I make a cut because it just takes too long to do on screen and the video's a lot longer than it needs to be, and as well as that my voice can't deal with much more, I don't think, so I need to try and shorten this video down a little bit. So I think I'm getting myself in position in a moment to make a cut. There we go. Right, so when I come back in I'll have my walls all up and stuff, so I'll be right back. Okay, back again. So the doorway that's coming from the Fireman's Passage that we've already put in, the doorway on this side, you need to leave a gap for a door on the left and the right. Just like that. And then take it all the way down towards the sections that are empty. So your doorway should be on this side. And the Fireman's Passage is just going to be the height of the up to the next deck. And then obviously it's going to be storage again on the side bits. It's like in the previous section. Thank God for World Edit. Makes it so much easier. Don't have to make cuts and stuff like that, I can just get it done. There we go, lovely. So it's going to be pretty much the same again. Just storage through there. Deal with the doors now. Lighting that I said I wasn't going to deal with. There we go. And then we're going to get some rails. And the third block from the door there, no, the fourth one, sorry, is going to do a line there. I think I took inspiration from Cadec's Fireman's Passage on his Titanic for this. And then it's just going to be storage on the sides. Nothing spectacular. You just fill it in, make it look all nice. Much better than I'm making it look anyway. I mean, I don't know, how nice can you make storage look anyway? So that's that. So I've got the doorways in now as well. And that's just ready to be covered with the deck. Which I think for the most part I can use World Edit for, fortunately. Lovely. So that's that one done. We're nearly there now, just one more section to do. We're basically just repeating the process over again. Okay. So again, your doorway on the other side is in the middle of the bulkhead. You're just going to deal with all the walls and stuff. Oopsie. Oopsie, I did a poopsie. There we go, sorted. It probably doesn't help my voice when I do stuff like that. Blame Will for that. I picked that off him. It's a bad habit. I do that way too often. Okay, so straight on with the passage by the look of it. This will be leading into the first boiler room. So it will be boiler rooms next. Really happy with how they turned out, actually. They're considerably more detailed than the Titanic boilers. I think you'll be happy with them. I hope you will, anyway. Okay, managed to do it right this time. So I skipped a little bit ahead, filling the side walls in, because honestly my voice actually can't take much more today. So I did a little cut just to speed it up. Now we could just deal with the passage. So your doorway that's coming from the previous passage is the side that you leave the space for the door. Just like that. And then we're just going to repeat it all over again now. So make sure you do your doorways. I mean, technically, you can put the doorways wherever you want, to be honest. Just as long as there's an entryway into the cargo areas, that's fine. Okay, let's put the top on. Lovely. And then obviously cargo again in here. Just randomly placing them. I'm not even trying now. Not even trying. Look at the state. You can definitely make them look a lot nicer than what I just did. Okay, so we'll put the doorway in now. Okay. We'll put the rail in as well in a moment. See, that's kind of like the good thing about repetitive stuff is towards the end of it I can just start speeding the whole process up. So the fourth block back, I believe. Just place your railing down to about there. I am very sorry. Okay, and that's leading into the first boiler room. With a bit of lighting. And then obviously you can place your roof on as well. So that's all that sorted. That is it for part 2. We actually got a fair bit done there. quite happy with that. So, as for part 3, we'll be moving on to the boilers. My voice really is giving out now, so it's a good job this video is over. I can't even finish my frigging sentences. We're going to be dealing with the first boiler room in the next video. Hopefully my voice will be 100% by then. And there won't be any like coughs and splutters and shit in the next part. So, thank you for watching. If you have any problems, let me know in the comments. And I will see you in part 3.